I'm creating this video because everybody starts at a project and thinks, I can't really see the end. It's such a daunting task. Where do I start? What are the considerations? How much is it going to cost? Do I need architects? Do I need building control? Do I need planning consents? Just to let you know, yes, we all have to go through these things, and it's dependent on the scale of the project and exactly what you're looking to do. I've just started this new project and I thought I'd take a big look and quick walk around with you today to let you see the kind of things that I consider when I'm creating my overall budget. In every room, you will need a list of things. So you need any building work, and there will be a fact sheet that you can download for this. You'll need any building works, and then it'll include any electrical, any plumbing, and then decorative works, which means pre-decorating like plastering. And then when you consider each room's the use of the room, any changes of room, changes of specific use of the room. And in this case, you'll see I'm going to be borrowing bits of hallways for shower rooms and putting kitchens into dining rooms. And then you can work through the decorative process once you've got all those figures. And those are the big money things and the things that will take some time, because you could take about 6 to 8 weeks to get planning or building control. But there will be little fact sheets that I'm going to issue after this if you subscribe and like, and then send me a little note. I'll send you this really handy quick guide on initially budgeting your home. So I'm starting off in this room, which is actually at the back of the house. It's got a nice big garden that we will be retransforming. And the thing about this room is that is the dining room window. So what you need to know, and what I said is this is on your checklist if you go into this room first. We do need to get building control and planning consent and a builder to knock that window, bring the height of it down into a doorway, because this is going to be the dining end of the kitchen. But things to consider in this room, you're looking at, we'll keep our central fitting for maybe some new chandelier, maybe a little bit lower. We have to consider that the boiler's here, which is quite handy when we're thinking we're going to reroute the kitchen into that area. And then what I want to do is in this area, which does have the original kitchen, so there's nobody living here just now, obviously we're just about to do it. We're going to make this a nice utility room with its own back door. So we need a doorway here. And then I'm going to build a wall all along here, so that when I'm in the hallway, which is out here, I need a doorway that will access an internal shower room. So moving back to the front of the house and to the hallway. Now this is the front door. There's a little porch out there. You see now what that is doing just now is taking all the light away from this entrance area. So what I want to do is make sure that when I'm choosing a new door, we increase the light from there, maybe a nice little entrance store area. But this door needs to be lighter and closable to then lighten up this part of the entrance hall, because it is a lovely, this is a sort of terraced house, but we've got a lovely hall area to use. So that wall next to the stairs there is going to be where the door is into the internal shower room, which is great because that gives extra facility to the home and increases the value of the property when we go to spend, to sell. So looking back in there, what was the dining room is going to be the kitchen in the corner here. Looking forward into a dining area, lovely new patio doors, and access into the utility, which is going to look great. So back into the hallway again. It's already started some of the routing out for the sockets and the rewiring. So again, that's a consideration to look into. And I said every room you have building works, electrical, plumbing, that kind of thing, any gas works. And then we have what is going to be a beautiful living room. Lovely big bay window. Fireplace, TV wall, perhaps. Really nice window dressings. It's a great sized room. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Now this is just giving you a little nosy into what I consider and what you would consider when you're designing your own home. And you'll see that no matter how worried you are, and it is quite daunting, everything has to start somewhere. We've got lovely cornicing here as well. That's a consideration into plastering and decoration. Use the checklist that you'll be able to download after watching this video, and you'll be able to get a good list of how to start looking at the different aspects. So it's a great room, lots of scope. Can't wait to get the flock off, the flock wallpaper off the wall. So you'll see those are the considerations. Already used some new doors. Now, this oak will determine the finish of all my facings, and will also finish the determination of the finish onto the floor. So, looking onto the staircase here, which needs a little bit of zhuzhing. Nice bit of storage there. Maybe put some nice moulding on the doors, so you walk through your joiner with that aspect. And then the staircase, keep the original staircase, it's nice and simple, but we'll be clever with little bits of arts and crafts there. We'll be clever with some paint finishes. In this case, he's already started the bathroom, and he's done a lovely job actually. We've got the lovely dark shower tray, dark storage furniture, WC, very, very simple. Made the best use of the space. Really nice shower unit there. And using the large format marble tile works really well. So on the landing here, you can see back down into the hallway and the entrance area. Then upstairs, lovely. He's already done a bit of building work there, putting the V-Lux in, giving extra light, a little bit of cornicing work. But this now leads us to the upper 3 bedroom areas. So we've also got a really nice storage cupboard there. And then we have the bedroom at the back of the house, which you'd expect to be quite small, but it's a great size. And I actually love the fact we've got these eaves coming down, so we can have maybe where the wooden blind is, we could have a nice maybe Roman blind there, and set the bed here, make that your feature wall. As you walk into every room, some people think you walk in, you need to see space. I like to see the money shot. So as you walk in to this room, I want you to see the window details and the bed here. So you'd see window, bed, and this is my feature wall, because this is what you see the minute you walk into the room. So considerations in this room, some electrics, plastering, joinery works, moving sockets, a little bit of joinery work for storage there. Not too much, this is mostly decorative, and we're going to go for a nice carpet up here. In more warmer countries, probably we just have to have a hard floor everywhere, but I think it within bedrooms, a little bit of carpet is soft underfoot. So generally on the ground floor downstairs, I'd like to put like a hard floor with some rugs for softness. But as we get onto the stairs, the carpet brings you up and into the bedrooms, creating that lovely softness. And I'm quite a big fan of keeping the same carpet everywhere, so that would flow through. So a good sized room. I'm going to use this area here, at the other side of the room, for built-in wardrobes, which would be nice and subtle and a great use of space. And we've still got lots of room. Great size. See, in these older houses, you find you do inherit a lot of problems and other people's problems and upkeep and the age of the building, but what you do inherit are these super sized rooms where you don't have to compromise. So in this room again, we've got a lovely feature window. This is the master bedroom, and to the right hand side, this is going to be a wall of storage. And then on this wall here, we have your feature bed, the feature wall. I know we've got the eaves there, but I'll make that work for me. We can still get 2 bedside cabinets in there, little chair or a bench at the window, and still plenty of room on this side for maybe a dressing table or even a dressing table at the window. And with windows, you really, with one fell swoop, get a good local supplier. I always use my company, who you've heard me say many, many times, curtain-wise, and they will do a blinds, curtains and soft furnishings package. In one fell swoop, you'll probably get someone to do that, unless you are nifty with the sewing machine, which I used to be, but I just don't have time for it now. So I'm not Fräulein Maria turning my curtains into play clothes or even turning fabric into curtains. What I'll do is call in the experts. So calling in the experts, where do you start then? Because it's such a big room. First of all, my question to a client and a question to you is, what are you bringing with you? Now, this is the last little room. It's a little box room. We're just going to put a little kind of home office, very essential, and maybe a sofa bed in there. It's got a nice little window, a little bit of storage behind the door. And there you go. A lovely, well appointed 3-bed home, which is going to have the addition of the shower room downstairs, which gives you an extra facility. But where do you start? So I already mentioned, what are you bringing with you? What furniture, what beds, what lovely dressing table, what standard lamps? Get a board of snaps you've taken on your phone and create a mood board to then create a list of things that you are going to need or work around. Now, if you're starting from scratch, whoop-de-doo, that's a designer's dream. If you're not, or if I have to sometimes get to work around someone's sofa or dining table, get those in your mind first, and then you can start creating mood boards. Now, mood boards or pin boards, or I know some people use Pinterest or House for images, great. Get a collection of a lot of really, oh, there's the sun over there. Get a collection of some really nice finishes. Buy a couple of boards at a craft shop like this, and then you can start building things up. So I'm going to be creating, now the client particularly liked this design concept, so I'll be creating a board. This has been through the wars, this one a little bit, but we'll be showing him wallpapers, fabrics, furniture, and basically you just work away and show yourself your own design board. So for instance, I'd be working on something like this for him. Again, it shows everything. So once this is detailed, all your wallpaper and the sizes and the rolls, you can then show the client and show all your specifiers, what you're using, and they can then work out a cost for you. So what you have to do is just keep reminding yourself that yes, it is a daunting task. Yes, there are loads and loads of things to consider, but don't be scared, because you have to start somewhere and we have to get our budgets together. I love doing an Excel spreadsheet. I get everything on the page, and with the use of an Excel spreadsheet and my top tips that you could download, and creating some mood boards and getting the right people on board to create a schedule of when things work. See, it's not just, oh, look, John Amabile just picks cushions and curtains. You then create a schedule and you can run and manage your project. That's where we at John Amabile Design come in to play when we're designing for clients. If you're trying things at home, per room, it's the same principles, the same disciplines, what you need to check first. So I'm going to keep checking in on this project with you and let you see how it goes. But I'll leave you with the dream after the reality. And if you're planning, make sure you plan properly. If you fail to plan, then plan to fail. You cannot plan enough. I'll leave that with you. Download those forms and I'll keep in touch with you and leave you with what will soon be